Paranoia or mistrust can be an adaptation to collective trauma. I'm going to need to be a little discreet in this video, and I'm asking you for a little bit of labor and to hang in there with me. Before I talk in pointed generalizations, my name is Judy Hu. I'm a trauma therapist of 20 years turned boundary coach because I am sick of teaching people how to cope and wanting people to be free so they can live their lives now without harming other people and passing down generational trauma. I am a cycle breaker, and I teach people how to be cycle breakers, otherwise known as a boundary coach. So when I watched the videos of the folks who have been forced to starve for a very long time, eating some food, I noticed my body constrict and I stopped breathing. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Are they going to be okay after eating? Knowing that they wouldn't be okay after starving. So zooming out, feels like paranoia in my body. It feels like I cannot trust what I'm watching. It feels like I cannot trust anything to be real or okay. I always quote Resmaa Menakem, author of Grandmother's Hands. He says, trauma contextualized in a person looks like personality. So if you've gone through low income and had food insecurity, your trauma might be connected to some eating, and then that looks like personality. Trauma contextualized in a group of people looks like culture. So if a group of people were starved or harmed, and then they were told, no, now we're going to give you relief, and then when you go and reach out for the relief, you get punished for it, you're going to start to question and trust what people are actually saying. So mistrust, conspiracy theories, that is an adaptation to trauma. An inability to trust your intuition or what you're seeing or hearing is an adaptation to collective trauma. So while I'm watching these reels and praying that these people are going to be okay after they get to eat a little bit of food after starving for so long, I remember a movie that I watched called 活着, or the English translation is To Live, by Zhang Yimou, the Chinese director. It's so good. It's about a time in that country where the people were forced to melt metal to make bullets to support the military complex. And tens, if not hundreds of million people died due to starvation. There was a scene where someone was going for medical attention and a doctor was there, having himself starved, saw food and started eating, engorging, and then subsequently wasn't able to do the medical procedure because he became unconscious. Just like personality traits can be adaptations to trauma, our physical body changes, right? So I talk a lot about epigenetics on my channel for a reason, because when I would work with people, the way that I was trained as a clinician, I was teaching them coping skills around a system that was actually harming them. So what I was doing in therapy was basically upholding the system. So our adaptations to trauma often are to uphold the system so we can survive. So the physical body adjusts itself so it can survive on the conditions of famine. Are you still with me here? Our bodies adjust to conditions that are inhumane in order to survive, but those adjustments actually kill us when we're in a position of thriving. So boundary coaching with me is teaching your nervous system to adjust to abundance, to safety, to belonging, to trusting by microdosing and learning what it is like to trust people who are trustworthy, to allow in things that are actually good for you, to keep out things that are actually bad for you. You relearn how to live. So back to the story, if after a long time of not having nutrition, your body doesn't know what to do with it. So I'm sitting praying that these human bodies that are so physically frail and so emotionally strong are okay. But they're gonna need a lot of tending to and care. In order to get to that, we need to stop the violence. Violence includes neglect. So part of this, friends, are you taking care of yourselves? While you're watching the world burn, are you taking care of your physical body so that you can stay grounded in yourself, not reactive or not overexhausted, so that you're making decisions that are going to actually be good for you in the long haul? That is the work that we all need to do. That's the work we can control.